Normally when I start the videos of a new trip, we sit down on the patio, sit outside, have a little visit. I kind of go through exactly what we're doing. But this time, as you can see behind me, we got over a foot of snow dumped on us a couple days ago. It is cold, snowy. We're going inside, and I'll tell you all about the next adventure. And welcome back. It's a little warmer inside. So yeah, as you saw, we got a little over a foot of snow dumped on us the other night. Blizzard, whiteout, below zero, 40, 50 mile an hour winds. It was crazy. So we are currently in the middle of March, 2 days after St. Patrick's Day. What are we at? March 18th, I believe. Does that sound about right? March 18th, 2026. We got a whole pile of snow out there still. So thanks for following and sticking with me. It has been over a year, or almost a year since our last adventure. Took kind of the end of the year off. Didn't do any big running events or anything like that. And then this winter has been similar to what we have right now. It's been very cold, very snowy, so I haven't done a lot of running, which is going to be a little challenging for our next event. We are coming into the Appalachian series, which is going to cover kind of the Carolinas and Virginias. Again, an area of the United States I've never been to before, so I'm excited for that. But it's a 6-day event, so we got 6 races, 6 days, 6 dates. So where we're going to be, we're going to fly into Charlotte. Take a 5:30 flight tomorrow morning, so we're going to fly into Charlotte. Tomorrow we're going to Eufala, Alabama, Macon, Georgia, Seneca, South Carolina, Bristol, Tennessee, and then we end in Bluefield, Virginia, and Bluefield, West Virginia. And then we'll fly back home after that. So a nice long week. My body might not appreciate it too much because it is not ready for 60 miles. I have not run 60 miles in 3 months combined, and now I have to do it in the next 7 days. So should be interesting. So follow along, see how that goes. But again, looking forward to this series. It's part of the Mainly Marathon series again. Always excited about that. I'm hoping to see some folks that I haven't seen in a while. I'm sure there'll be a lot of familiar faces there, as there always is. So again, thank you so much for your support. Appreciate all you guys following along. I just still to this day, I cannot believe it. And it just warms my heart that you guys are willing to follow along and share my journey with me. So with that said, let's get it started. And good morning. It is a little after 4 a.m. and we just arrived at the Eau Claire Airport. So the great thing here, one terminal, one gate, in and out, zip, bang, boom. That's a beautiful thing. So otherwise, so far so good. Weather's decent. It's chilly, but I have gotten no reports of airline delays, and that's a beautiful thing. So we're gonna go get checked in and head to Charlotte. See you soon. So I think I may have jinxed myself this morning just a little bit. So remember earlier I said everything was good, no flight delays, good weather, all that. Good weather part, perfect. So as we were getting ready to pull out of the gate in Eau Claire, computer light comes on, computer malfunction. Super cool. So that delayed us about 20 minutes. Then we had to de-ice. So all that being said, I was cutting it close anyway to my connecting flight in Chicago, right? If it had been on time, made it no problem, right? There's a little cushion for a delay. Well, all of the delays we had, plus the amount of time it took to get to that terminal, I missed my flight by 6 minutes. I literally stood there in the window looking at the plane I was supposed to be on, and they were not letting me on. So I was like, oh my God. So anyway, now I'm stuck in O'Hare for 7 hours until I catch the next flight to Charlotte. Super fun. So the great thing with that is once I get to Charlotte, I still have a 6-hour drive to get to Alabama. So instead of getting to Charlotte at 10 this morning, and then getting to where I'm going by 4:30, 5 o'clock, I don't get to Charlotte until probably 5:30. 6-hour drive. I'm lucky to get there by midnight. That's our start for day one. We'll see how the rest of the week goes. Live music at Chicago O'Hare. They're pretty good. lo and behold, we made it to Charlotte. Wow, finally. It is 6:10, and we are predicted to get to where we're headed to in Alabama at 12:30 roughly. So, well, it's gonna be a long night. Good thing I'm only doing a 10K tomorrow morning. My legs are gonna be tired. I'll be tired. It's gonna be a interesting week so far. Off to a crazy start. So keep following along. Hopefully things settle down a little bit. So let the adventure continue. We'll see you when we get to the hotel. Well, we made it to Eufala, Alabama, and it has been quite a day. We are looking at 12:46 a.m. right now. I got up about 2:30 in the morning after just, little bits of sleep, maybe 2.5 hours. So I'm close to 23 hours awake right now. And it's been a long day. It's been a long day. The drive down here actually was not bad. It was pretty much interstate all the way. I just wish I would have been able to see it. It was all dark. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. And then we got hung up in, it took me right downtown Atlanta, which was no bueno. And at night they decided to do the construction. So it went from 7 lanes or whatever down to 2. And there was gajillions of cars at 10 o'clock at night. I couldn't believe it. So it was stop and go. So that delayed me a good half hour, 45 minutes. Other than that, I think the countryside was probably pretty nice if I could have seen it. So, and Eufala looks like a beautiful little town. There's some old historic buildings and some, kind of these quaint country southern mansions as you drive through town. I want to take some pictures of and some videos of tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that. But I'm ready to hit the hay pretty much. Race starts at, I think, 6:30 tomorrow. There's an early start at 5:30, but I ain't doing that. So I'll get there about 6:15. Looks like it's 5 minutes away, so that's really good. I don't have anything for breakfast. I didn't have a chance to stop and shop today, obviously with the delays. So that's in store for tomorrow. We'll shop, we'll get our groceries, just kind of settle in finally, which we usually do on day 1. We'll be doing that on day 2, but that's okay. That's totally okay. We got here safe and sound. Everything went well. Saw a lot of coyotes on the way down here. I bet I saw half dozen to 10 coyotes. Crazy. Anyway, we're here, we're ready for the week. We'll be a little groggy in the morning, probably a little stiff and sore, but we're gonna tough it out. So day 1 is fast approaching. Time to get some shut-eye. See you in the morning. And good morning. Hoofda. That came fast. Holy buckets. Anyway, it is about 6:10 a.m. and downtown Eufala, beautiful little place. Well, we're gonna take a little tour of this town when we get done, but it's a really pretty little town and it's beautiful out right now. It's 45, give or take. So compared to what we're used to, this is pretty gosh darn nice. And check this out. Right here, that's called grass. It's green. Yeah, something we haven't seen green grass in quite a while. So a lot of folks down here today, and we're gonna go get checked in, get ready, get stretched, and get ready to go run a 10K. Looks like a nice little trail through town here, and we got some cool little sights to see. So be sure and stick around. Hopefully the run goes well.
Let's start with a good morning.
Good morning.
So it is Jordan and Kevin are doing their first ever half marathon, guys.
Woo! Cool.
Is anyone here doing their first ever full marathon? We did. Anyone else joining Joshua doing the first ever full? Well, Kevin and Jordan, if you have such a good time with that half and you want to get another half in, you can join Joshua doing the first ever full marathon. Thank you, Joshua. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright.
And we're off. Getting ready to get Alabama in the books. Good crowd. Beautiful day. Let's get at it. All right, we are, hey, 2 miles in, feeling really good. A little rough start to start the day. So I haven't run this early in a long time, but the weather's great. Crowd's fantastic, by the way. Beautiful trail along the river. Should be a good week this week. Off to a good start. Good job, you guys. Yeah, good to see a lot of friendly faces again. So let's get at it. A few more miles, 4.5 miles in. It's a beautiful day. So many great superstars out here. Give me tons of inspiration. And I just keep this going. The rest of the week is like this. Oh man, we're gonna be in good kind of shape. Beautiful weather. And the trail is just awesome, as you can see. Pretty much all paved. So nice and easy to get around on. And scenery here, Alabama, pretty awesome. I can't wait to actually see it now since I came down in the dark last night. Looking forward to the rest of the week. So we're almost done. Keep following along. Thank you. And there we have it, Alabama, checked off the list. Another state done. Awesome. And it's a beautiful day. Holy cow. Oh, by the way, food for today, it's like this tater tot hot dish. Man, it's so good. Of course, after a run in the early morning, anything tastes good. Got some chips, got some Fig Newtons and some Gatorade. So we're off to a good start. So now the plan for the day, go back to the hotel, maybe have a little more breakfast other than that, and take a shower and get a nap, which sounds really, really good. And then we're gonna come check out the town a little bit. It's a cute little town, and a few places that I wanted to try to find, so we'll do that. And then we're gonna head to, I think it's Georgia's next. I think it's Macon, Georgia, actually. So 2.5 hours, so we got a bit of a drive, but nothing like yesterday. Let's hope. So anyway, thank you again for following along. It's been a great trip so far. Very interesting to say the least. And we got lots more days ahead of us, so stick with it. Thanks again, you guys. See you soon. Little known fact, of course, Eufala, Alabama, big bass capital of the world. Heck yeah, look at that sucker. Imagine reeling that thing in. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. So I had to take some videos of the downtown of Eufala, Alabama. The people there were so friendly as I was walking around town. The buildings are all so well kept and so well preserved from the early 1800s, mid 1800s. And the town has just done a great job of keeping that look and that feel alive from so long ago. This here is actually a tree that owns itself, believe it or not. So back in 1935, the mayor there recorded a deed giving the tree ownership of itself, including its roots, branches, and its trunk, and it's kept that way ever since. If a tree dies, a new one goes in its place, and it owns itself also. So pretty crazy. So the reason I'm taking some videos of these homes is there's over 700 historic homes and buildings in the city of Eufala, which gives it one of the top in the state. And these are the types of homes that are there. They're back from the mid to early 1800s Victorian homes, antebellum homes. I mean, they're just absolutely amazing. This is right down the main drag of Eufala. It's just so incredible. So something to really take note of when you go there. So here's a little wayside thing. It's the first ever drive-through museum. It's just a bunch of crazy, weird oddities. It's just something you had to stop at. Anyway, check out what's there. We collect these Swift things, and it has a Swift can in this place in Alabama. I had to take a picture. So this is part of Fort Mitchell, as you can see, is built back in the early 1800s. So there's a lot of history there. It's really well preserved. If you like that kind of thing, it's certainly worth going to. It also, unfortunately, for the Creek Native American tribe, this started their Trail of Tears as they took them on their path to Oklahoma. But this is just a little symbolic thing from their tribe. It's a really great place. If you love the old history, Civil War, it goes back to the early 1800s. The fort is pretty historic. It was used, like I said, back in the early 1800s, used for Civil War times. So there's a lot of history there, and the people there are super friendly, super great, and it's worth stopping by. There's many people that started the fort that are still interred there. So there's just a great place for you to kind of catch up on your history and check everything out. And that puts a wrap on 2 days of travel and first day of running. Whew, what 48 hours it's been. Crazy. It is now 8:47 Eastern time. And running on a little bit of sleep and a whole lot of travel and a lot of sitting around and all that stuff. So, and I misspoke the other day when I talked about the length of this race series. It's actually 7 days, not 6. So we got a whole long time yet before we finish this thing up. We're good to go. So, oh, that's awesome. But today was great. Saw some great places. Hope you enjoyed the trip. I appreciate you coming along with me. Always great to have you. And looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna do a half, which I haven't done in probably, I bet it's been at least 6 months. And it's kind of unique. It's, I think, the only time in all of the mainly runs that it's only a late start, and it's a very late start. It's at 8:30 in the morning, which is like, holy cow, I mean, we get to sleep in the morning, which is crazy, right? So that's kind of exciting. And with that, it's actually gonna be warm in the morning. So today it got up to 82 degrees or something like that, which I was like, whoa, it's in a t-shirt and shorts all day. It's been forever since I've had that. So tomorrow morning, since we're starting later, it's actually gonna be pretty warm. Which is cool. We'll just take my time. Today I spent more time, I think, chatting with everybody that I knew as opposed to actually running, but that's fun. That's okay. That's what it's all about, is making the relationships, having a good time, and just getting out and stretching some legs a little bit. So, but looking forward to tomorrow. Should be a lot of fun. And that's in Macon, Georgia, which is where I'm at right now. And then we leave the next day for some other place. So stick around and find out where we're going, because I don't remember right now. That's awesome. So anyway, we're gonna put a wrap on tonight. Again, thank you so much. Subscribe, hit the like button, share with everybody that you know. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. Find your thing, it's out there somewhere. We'll catch you in the morning. Thanks again.